Hey, we're back for Riverdale.
I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie. This is episode 9 of season 3.
We are officially to where I have not watched the show at all. I didn't remember most of it previously, but now it's completely clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
In the last one, Riverdale is quarantined
Yes.
for seizures.
And FP and Jughead are stuck outside, and I assume Fred is, but we don't know for certain yet.
Right. Archie is on his way to Canada? Mexico?
I don't know. They were at the border. It definitely, yeah, I think it was Canada.
I think so too.
Betty and Ethel have broken out.
Everybody else.
Yeah, they ran to Alice. I don't know where they're going to go.
Right. Are they going to go to Alice's place? I don't know. Or maybe the Pops. I mean, I know Veronica doesn't know yet. Oh, I mean, Veronica doesn't know that she broke out, I think. Did they? She called them, right? Didn't Betty call Veronica?
Yeah.
Okay, so she does know, yeah. But they were too late. Hermione already pulled the plug. And we found out that Hiram is not the Gargoyle King because the Gargoyle King was there with him. So he is a lackey, which I approve of.
Yes. It's a confusing situation because we're not sure why they wanted the quarantine. Right. And it's just like...
It seems to be that he wanted to run his own kingdom. So, I mean, it's very, I feel like it's very Gotham City kind of vibe to it. If this is, if they go full post-apocalyptic, the tribe kind of ridiculousness.
I highly doubt anybody knows what you're talking about when you say the tribe.
Anybody ever seen a 90s Australian post-apocalyptic, everybody over 16?
Australian or New Zealand, do you think?
Oh, that's a good question.
Don't remember. It was a long
time ago. But either way, anybody over 16 died, and it was really ridiculous, and he had, futuristic outfits. It was great. But to the show we're actually watching.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Since Riverdale's quarantine, the crime rate in town had risen.
Surprise,
There had been,
surprise.
for instance, a series of daring cat burglaries.
Yes! What are they taking? I hope they're robbing from the rich.
Oh, I'm sure. It looks like it.
I love you.
Oh, this is the first time saying it.
I love you.
They are super cute.
Mm-hmm.
The quarantine's been lifted, but the town still hasn't gotten its pep back.
Oh, the quarantine had been lifted? Then what was the point of it?
Yeah.
Underground, at Veronica's Le Bon Nuit, life was beautiful.
I'm a little disappointed that the quarantine didn't do anything.
Right? We didn't see any of the drama. Well, I admit the riot in those previous seasons was crazy. It was at least very fascinating.
Coming, the Gargoyle King, he's coming to kill me!
Oh, that's so sad.
The Griffin Queen. She slayed him. She saved us.
Exactly, Tyler.
Okay, but since we're up, can we play?
Please, Betty, it really does make us feel better.
Now I'm even more confused.
Yeah, it's been that long. They've been there that long.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Get rid of the Fizzle Rocks. Put it in the...
Definitely.
What is this? Who does this belong to? Huh?
They're Tyler's.
Tyler, I'm disappointed in you.
God, could you imagine? Hiram Lodge finally paying for his crimes.
The dream.
Please. I'm so sick of it.
Same as the last few weeks. Quiet and clear. Over.
Glad to hear it. Still thinking about staying on for another rotation? Or are you ready to leave the wilderness behind? Over.
Oh, so he's even got a little job. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a good job for when you're on the run as a forestry job because you literally don't see anybody. Where
are you going, Reggie? Oh, shit. Whatever you do, you're about to get busted.
Mm-hmm. You're stealing your kegs. This is supply run thief. This is so old school.
Oh, no!
Hell, man.
Veronica Lodge hasn't paid what she owes.
Reggie!
Oh, owie. Poor Reggie. If you start a romance between them, I'm going to be pissed.
Agreed. I mean, I
But
like
I'm all
Reggie.
for this camaraderie.
5% feels fair. And one study reviews these well-cooked books. He'll be none the wiser.
I don't know if you trick your dad like that.
Oh, no. I don't know if this is going to work, Veronica.
I mean, at least it might buy her a little time. No matter what. It's either try that or just give in. Because he's still going to keep doing it.
Oh my god, is there a body? Is there a body or something? Okay, watch him find a body.
Oh, no. Bears?
That's supposed to be a bear track.
Doesn't look like it. Is it a gargoyle?
What a ridiculous jump scare. Riverdale.
Oh, did he hurt himself? Oh. Ooh, really?
How severe are your injuries? Over.
It's bad.
Stay calm. Away.
Of course. Of course.
I've got applied pressure, and are you able to dress?
Hello? Hello?
I mean, they know where you're at.
You can do this, Archie.
Like, it doesn't... like, the worst thing you're most in danger of, I think, is, like, bleeding or infection. So...
Yeah.
Good boy, Vegas.
Ugh.
I feel like something's gonna go wrong. I love Vegas.
I know. He's so cute.
They've imprinted on me. They're Griffin Queen. Fine. But as their queen, they are your responsibility, not mine.
I mean, at least they help with the cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Could be worse housemates.
Hope those nuns in jail don't crack under pressure and start talking about how you were their candy man.
All right, I'll settle for 10%, but I need to see your books.
Naturally.
I don't think this is gonna work, Veronica.
You have to look less pleased, Veronica.
There'll be no selling or doing drugs, but no crime of any kind will be tolerated. Anyone that breaks the serpent code will be exiled.
You gotta stop your Robin Hood for yourselves. The hell? Oh, seriously?
I can't.
Just move. Everybody just leave town. It's ridiculous.
At the farm, you won't be the only
Oh my
ones
God.
doing chores. Everybody's equal.
How awful is this episode going to be?
Polly, Evelyn, the hell's going on?
Mom called. She said that you had your hands full.
Alice, honestly.
Farm is not safe.
Not safe? Did you tell them how the Gargoyle King and his henchmen broke into this house and terrorized?
Jesus Christ, Polly.
My mom's sick. You know, she's got treatments that we can't pay for.
You're like a brother to me, Fangs. We could have helped you.
That was a shame. I'm out now.
The punishment for breaking this code is immediate exile.
Starting now. Right?
However, you've had a rougher year than most. I'm willing to look the other way just this once, but this has to stay between us, okay?
Just take the Gargoyle Gang out, like, one by one.
I know. Like, well,
Something.
the fact that they don't even know who the Gargoyle Gang is so annoying. Set up some spies on them. Man, you guys are gonna get busted. Cheryl and Tony. I think it's just not like they need the money, so is this just like a thrill? Like, some of the other serpents need the money. If they were depositing it into a serpent fund, then I feel like it would make sense, but they haven't mentioned that at all.
Also, are your masks really that useful? Like, nobody's gonna know who you are. Cheryl, you're pretty distinctive.
Like, come on.
Who are they stealing from? Is it Hiram's?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I'm feeling particularly brazen tonight.
I mean, I don't mind you trashing Hiram's place. Like, do it. I'm just saying that I wish this storyline made a little more sense.
What?
Cassidy.
Hallucinating, bro.
Yeah.
This isn't real. You guys are all dead. You keep saying that, but then how are we here? Talking with you. I'm dreaming.
Yes, you are, Archie.
Or you're dead as well.
Come again?
One of your serpent school chums broke into our apartment and stole your mother's bauble. And based on the calling card they left, I'm guessing it's probably Cheryl Blossom.
Cheryl, come on.
He's got me on this wild goose chase to get my mom's stolen egg back.
You're paying your father protection money?
Against his very own gargoyle gang.
Maybe. You should pay the serpents instead for
Pay less
protection.
money not to be
Yeah!
What are you suggesting?
Let the serpents come work for you. You get real protection from your father's goons, and the serpents get jobs.
And it's totally up the Serpent's alley. They're like, you mean we get to beat up gargoyles? Hell
Yeah.
yeah. They're like, I don't care if I get beat up in the process. I'll just enjoy beating them up.
Love it.
The challenge reveals the weakness. The weakness is what keeps you from winning.
Is Veronica the weakness? Are you the weakness? What's the weakness?
I don't know, but this is so interesting. Oh.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm usually not a big fan of dream sequences, but...
The Red Paladin returns.
Warden Norton?
Take a load off, my boy.
This is very Ghost of Christmas, past, present, future kind of deal.
But well done.
Yeah, I'm into it.
And I stopped him, but I'm still trapped here. In this hell.
Then that wasn't the moment. The place and time where it all went wrong.
When you met Veronica.
How would it be when he met Veronica?
Because it's all because of Hiram.
I guess. Maybe when he got more deep with Hiram. I don't know.
You and your sisters haven't been nuns for more than 60 years.
Which means your vow of silence won't hold up in court.
Ooh.
Fine.
Yes! Tell us now.
Swear in court that Hiram Lodge gave you money and drugs for illegal testing. Then you'll have immunity.
I just don't know if Hiram will let this go through. I hope it goes through, but
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays dirty.
From here on out, we'll be working security detail for Veronica Lodge, for Speakeasy, and her employees.
Long live the serpent!
Yeah!
Turn in your jackets and go.
Are you serious, Jones? I'm a serpent by blood. You can't take that away from me.
You hypocrite. You give your drug-dealing buddy Fangs a pass, but you crucify us?
And in case you were wondering how we know, Fangs told Sweet Pea, who told me.
Who told me?
Fangs.
You're asking for our jackets. Shouldn't you be asking for his as well?
He did it to save his mom versus just for
I know,
kicks.
like...
Thanks, give me your jacket.
Hey, what the hell, man?
It's okay, Sweet Pea.
Good job, Cheryl. Is this what you wanted?
Mm-hmm. He tried. Like, what? You're the guys are the ones who, like... He told you not to tell anybody.
Some leader you are.
Come again?
You need to give me that damn egg, or Veronica won't give us the protection contract.
Why the hell would I care? I'm not a serpent anymore.
Because I believe that you still have honor, Cheryl. And it's getting cold out. And the rest of us don't get to go back to Thistle House.
Sure, you're being super spoiled right now, Cheryl.
Right.
I normally love you, but honestly.
The Griffin Queen is a liar. And if she lied about the Gargoyle King being dead, maybe she lied when she says we're safe here, too.
No, I'm not. You have to believe me. The sisters are going to testify against the man in black, and then you will all be safe.
Where, Betty? Where will we be safe?
She's just gonna send him to the farm.
We know nothing about it, so at the moment it's the safest place, unfortunately. I wish we could find out more about the farm.
Yeah.
And that maybe they are like the opposite of the gargoyles and they're actually good.
Yeah, but Polly's so annoying that I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with the farm.
But the other girl's not annoying.
The other girl's hilarious.
Right? I like her.
Because she's just so strange. But
Read it again.
Kill the man in black.
You have your marching orders. Slay the dragon.
Why did it switch from kill the Gargoyle King to kill the Men in Black?
Because this is all a dream and he really wants to kill Hiram.
Yeah. I guess. Good luck, Archie. Maybe it'll give us a bit of satisfaction.
Even if it's virtual satisfaction.
Put that down, Archie. You're not gonna...
Thank goodness it's a dream.
I
know we've said before that we want him to kill him, but we don't actually want Archie to kill anybody.
No, because Archie's going to end up in jail then. We don't want that. Nice.
I've saved many children from that particular circle of hell before, and I'm happy to do it again.
Yay! Nice to see you, Nana Rose.
She's still a lodge boy, don't you ever forget it.
You know, as I recall, you worked for the lodges once. Is trashing that drive-in ring any bells?
Yeah, let's not be hypocritical here, FB.
Put me in. I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines. I'm not made for it.
I mean, agreed. I'm so sick of seeing the parents on the sidelines.
Agreed. I am really happy they're getting more involved, like taking in some of the kids, all this stuff. Like, not falling for that trick again. There's no contraband in there. Only serpents.
Let's hope. Yeah, unmask them too. I want to see who the hell these people are.
Right.
Trash the cargo. All of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
It's an ambush.
Yeah, it is an ambush.
Surprise, surprise.
Take his mask off.
Right. Do it. Do it.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
And I want you to tell him that Veronica Lodge is now under the protection of the serpents. And that Riverdale...
Take it off. Take it off. I need to see. Why are you telling him with the mask on?
Go.
All of these guys look bigger than these guys. Bigger than the gargoyles. Like, taller and
like
bigger.
What? It might be one of the teams.
After that one was attacked, I called Edgar and asked him for advice.
Can't stand this.
And he came and took them to the farm.
Why did you say it was her responsibility if you're going to do this, Alice?
I know. Just move out.
I know. Honestly, I can't take it.
Moving with Fred's dad.
Fred's dad? You mean Archie's dad?
Yeah, moving with Fred. Is it supposed to, like, signify his innocence or something?
I don't know. I'm slightly confused by this level.
He's the one who got me into this trouble. Not the Black Hood.
Oh, he has to own up to his mistakes.
You could forgive him.
It's too late.
Listen to Fred!
You are not the villain you think you are.
You're a teenage boy. You're manipulated.
I have to destroy that part of me. That's weak. That's bad. That's stupid.
It's a little stupid.
You're allowed to be stupid, Archie. We liked you that way.
Dad.
It frustrated us, but it was something special about you, that innocence.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry for letting you down.
Archie, wait.
Poor Archie.
Mm-hmm. There's nobody there.
I do hope one day you can forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give me this romance. Archie's coming back. You get your teenagers with your hormones. It's only been like a month and a half. I guess maybe more time has passed since now, but... And I get that you're pissed at Archie, because he did, like, leave. Straight up.
We want you to go undercover. Join the Gargoyle Gang. We need a man on the inside of Hiram Lodge's drug operation so that we can take him down. Are you in?
I'm nervous for Fangs, but this could be good for him.
Fangs seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
It'd be an honor.
Like, he made a mistake, but he was still...
And he did it for, like, a good reason.
Yeah, and trying to, like, fix it afterward, whereas Cheryl was just like...
Also, Cheryl's just doing it for kicks. She didn't need to do it.
Don't bother, Betty. The sisters are gone.
Of course they are.
How?
Oh.
Oh, the school? Or the actual... Oh, did they
They all
kill themselves?
send.
Betty, you should not have gone there by yourself. You do not need to see that. And maybe it's a good thing the kids are at the farm now, because they didn't need to hear about that.
Yeah. What? No way.
It's gotta be a dream.
Yeah. This is a fake out.
No way Archie is dead. So, I feel like we have different opinions on this episode a little bit. You go ahead.
I didn't like this episode.
I kind of enjoyed it.
I was so frustrated. The whole thing that I couldn't enjoy it. My favorite part was the whole Archie dream part, playing the game.
I think that was really interesting. Like, usually I don't like dream sequences, but I feel like it served a purpose without being too hokey. Like, it was a little bit hokey, but dream sequences always are. And I felt like it actually showed, like, a journey.
Yeah, I really liked it because it was basically, like, his biggest mistakes and how he could have corrected it. He could have overcome his fear and then took out the gun guy. And he could have worked. Instead of threatening Hiram, he could have stopped Hiram then and there. And then, of course, in the last one, he considers the culmination of, like, all his mistakes is caused by himself, which is weak and stupid, and he kills that. And then he ends up dead at the end, which I don't think he really is. So,
yeah.
So that was actually super interesting to me. I kind of wish it had gone even more in depth, but there was so much else going on in this episode that they didn't.
Yeah, and I liked that the final one was him and his friends, but it wasn't his friends now. It was his friends when he first met them, when it was all of them were innocent.
Yeah.
And before all this went to shit.
Yeah.
So I just enjoyed those little bits. I thought it was interesting and a little bit creepy.
Yeah, I think it got off on the wrong foot for me when it did a time jump. I thought the quarantine would have been really interesting to see. And I know they're kind of keeping it a mystery as why the quarantine. And so they're probably going to reveal it later. But I hate that it all happened off screen. Because we catch up to them afterwards.
5 weeks later.
So, like, I would have been interested to see, like, Fangs maybe starting to sell the fizz rocks, or Cheryl and Tony starting their cat burglary or whatever to get to the point where they're at now. Instead, that all happened off screen, so it's really hard to connect with like Cheryl and Tony.
Yeah, I wish it was just one episode of the quarantine. Like, you didn't have to drag it out, but one episode of like what Jughead and FP's reaction while they're trapped outside, however long it's happening, maybe a day or two, like just them like, oh my god, what's going on? That would have been really fascinating.
And how everybody felt inside the quarantine too.
And then also seeing Hiram sort of trickle in as his protection guy. So yeah, the beginning of the episode wasn't my favorite, but as it went on, I enjoyed it more. I felt like even though they like skipped over that period, I don't feel like they dropped the ball on any of it besides not being able to see it. Like, I feel like they addressed what happens to the kids.
Yeah.
What happens to what's going on with the parents finally, what's happening with the sisters and the trial, and what's happening with Hiram and Veronica and stuff. Like, I feel like they actually addressed everything pre-quarantine, which I like. I'm gonna go for Veronica.
Okay.
Even though it wasn't like a complete win, I'm happy there was a mini win because I think it's for me like the first part of the episode I was gonna get real salty. Like, really, she has to pay for his protection now. Like, what the
I can't believe you thought cooking the books would like actually
like
work.
Where do you think you learned that from, girl?
I know exactly. And so the whole thing also with Reggie. The thing is, I actually don't mind them together because they're like working together, so it's cool. The issue is
Archie.
Remember, yes, and when she says on the phone, "But we're endgame, Archie." They're 100% endgame. So I know that Reggie is just an in-between boyfriend until Archie comes back. And I'm just like, it's not like what's a show where they had a side character that you thought would just be a side boyfriend and then suddenly became the main character boyfriend?
I don't know. Every teen show on the CW.
In Vampire Diaries, when the main guy is that one, Stefan. And then she ends up with Damien? Whatever his name is. I don't remember. It's been too long since I watched it.
Ultimately more interesting than Stefan, so I wasn't salty about that.
But that is not going to be the case here, even though I actually really like Reggie and
like
stuff.
his growth.
There is no way that Archie and Veronica are not getting back together. Whether they get back together in this season, I don't know. But the show is going to end with them back together, so it's like, why waste my time with Reggie and
why waste
Veronica?
Reggie's feelings that way? I liked the Reggie and Josie thing, because I feel like they're both good characters.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't completely interested in it, but, I would have been fine with it.
Actually, I think Reggie and Veronica do have really good chemistry, but Archie exists, so...
Exactly. No, yeah, if Archie wasn't there, I'd be fine with Veronica and Archie, but Archie is there, and Varchie...
Yeah.
It's Varchie. I would prefer that it ends before Archie comes home. Like, if the next day Veronica's like, I'm really sorry, Reggie, this was a mistake, I was feeling very,
we don't know when Archie will be back either.
Like, if that's how they play it, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But if it turns out that Archie comes back and it's this whole big thing, then I'm going to be annoyed. But if it's just a blip...
Yeah,
cool.
There's also this feeling that it feels really fast. Obviously, it's not, because they had a time jump. But we didn't really get to see Veronica grieve and then grow from that grief. After Archie left. So for us, it does feel really fast, and it's kind of annoying that also happened off screen, because those are like emotional beats that make you really connect with the character, and like her slow growing attraction to Reggie, for example. We don't get any of that. So
I mean, Archie's been kind of gone for a while, so you can see like the feelings, but not necessarily like the romantic feelings, but at least you saw the relationship building between Veronica and Reggie.
Oh yeah, like as a
personal, as friends.
Yeah, as friends. I think that, like I said, I think they have good chemistry together. I just don't think that they're like a permanent couple. So it's like, for me, I can't get emotionally attached because I don't think they're a permanent couple.
Yeah.
And then jumping to the serpents,
I'm fine with this.
Fangs being a spy, you mean?
Yeah, I'm fine with Fangs being a spy. I'm happy that in this episode, they gave the serpents something to do. Because for a while now, we've only seen, like, the 4 main serpents. We haven't seen the rest. And I'm kind of just like, what's going on with them? None of them have homes now. So I like that they actually have a job now. And it's one that's enjoyable for us to watch because it's taking down the gargoyles. Which, of course, we're all here for.
I feel like I'm really kind of sad about the whole Cheryl and Tony situation, because I felt like their growth was so good, like Cheryl's. Like, especially when she joined the serpents. So this feels like really a regression for her. And that could be true, but also the fact that Tony also just went along with it when she knows perfectly well that they don't have any money. And like, I just felt like...
I don't believe that Tony wouldn't give it to her other serpents, I guess, as part of it. Like,
or that she would care, or like... Or that she wouldn't care, wouldn't care about, like, fangs and...
I wonder if it's... Well, she's not the one who spoke out. It was Cheryl who said that bit about fangs.
I know, but I mean, like, they were, you know, like, I just felt like, because we didn't get to see them transition into this, it felt, like, out of the blue, and it was like, let's just give them a storyline, and it's just...
I think if we had seen more tension with Jughead and Cheryl and Tony, because Jughead did leave, and he is the king, and he was given that right, and him and Tony used to be friends, and now they never hang out, which I get because they're both in a relationship, but, I think if we had seen a little bit more, like, a back and forth between Jughead and Cheryl or Jughead and Tony, then it would make more sense because they're doing it for fun because everything's so serious and messed up and like as a crack at other people. But them doing it once it's banned, that's where I get a little like Tony I don't think would go against a serpent law except for the fact that they don't respect Jughead as a leader anymore. And if we had seen that on screen, then it would make a little more sense.
Yeah, well, also there's the factor of, like, Cheryl leaving her calling card puts all the serpents in danger. And, like, the fact that... Because Tony was so gung-ho about the serpents and the serpents being your family before that, like, it doesn't match to their thing. So if they had started off... Like, if we had seen them start off doing their Robin Hood robbing and then grow that maybe they just got addicted to the thrill of it and stuff, I feel like that would be more effective. But because they didn't do that, we're just kind of stuck with this annoying feeling of like, you know, Jughead's doing his best here, and yeah, he still has a long way to go because he could have thought that they needed jobs way before. The fact that he didn't take this into consideration is kind of ridiculous, but still, you know,
I think I do definitely think like the show, like this part of the series was their end game. Like all 8 episodes up to here was to get to here, because I feel like the first 8 episodes are so funky, but this one felt a little more grounded. There was a little more of that give and take of like you actually have triumphant moments versus just frustrating moments, even though getting into the triumphant moment wasn't perfect. I like where we're at now in the story, and I definitely feel like the writers are to the part where they had a vision now, so I'm hoping it'll stay consistent. Like I feel like the second half of the episode they're like, okay, this is where we are with our setup, where we actually want to be, versus we gotta get here.
The storyline I hate the most, though, is Betty's. Like, obviously you enjoyed this episode way more than me, but, like, I legit was frustrated every single time that she was talking to those people, and every single time that they were, like, trying to figure out how to get the nuns to speak against Hiram. I was like, there is no way the nuns are speaking against Hiram. There's no way that even if they agreed that they would wait for the trial. So, like, I don't know why she thought that would happen. And I don't know why, like... Alice is just driving me insane, and the whole farm thing Polly is driving me insane. Like Evelyn is still entertaining because we don't know anything about her, so she's like hilariously awkward. But
I'm kind of hoping that, because the farm's still just been this sort of funky mystery this whole time. I really hope that it turns out the farm is good people and that they align with them and the serpents to take down the Gargoyle King. Yeah, because that would be a really nice unexpected surprise. And then if you want to have the farm be like an unexpected evil later, fine. But I think it would be interesting to actually find out what the hell are they.
The issue is that the farm makes Alice and Polly so annoying that, like, I can't stand them on screen. Like, Alice is just, like, all over the place. She'll say stuff like, oh, it's your responsibility, Betty, and blah, blah, blah. But then she goes behind Betty's back and does all this shit every single time. It's like, it's just... I want Alice back. I want the cool serpent Alice back.
Right. I'm very pleased that the other parents are getting involved this episode. But Alice is still... I still think they might have not figured out what to do with her.
Yeah.
I would rather she just be at the farm then. Like, I think it would have been really interesting if Betty came back and everyone was gone. If
it's an empty house.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
If Alice went to the farm, back to the farm with them.
Yeah.
And then, like, Betty's like, where the hell is everybody? Oh my god, what's going on? Week later, Alice comes back. Yeah, no, they're at the farm.
Yeah.
Because that would have been at least some sort of funky shock value versus just annoying Alice.
Yeah, annoying Alice. That is her nickname now. And it's...
I think part of the reason I like this episode so much is because some of our other shows are currently in very frustrating places. And I'm like, at least good things happen
in this episode. I don't know. I'm so interested to hear, are you guys like, did you really enjoy this episode?
I didn't enjoy it, but I liked it.
More than me? Or were you like just as frustrated as me with this episode?
I feel like I'm focused, since I'm kind of, the part I liked was the second half of the episode. I think it's really interesting also that the sisters all killed themselves. I feel really bad that Betty had to see that, because Betty's had enough trauma as it is. It's so funny because I feel like the two I expect to have the most trauma in their life are Veronica and Jughead, and they have like normal internal drama.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Archie and Betty have seen things that they were never prepared for in their entire life.
Yeah,
like they have seen the most amount of people literally murdered.
I actually really like that the sisters killed themselves. I just wish that Betty was getting more clues from these dead bodies. She finds out like Dilton Doyley's death, and like just these clues aren't leading anywhere, and she's not getting any clues from them. So it kind of is a waste to me. Like, you should be getting clues from these dead
Well, we don't know. She just found them. I'm hoping there might be more there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they haven't made any progress on the runes or like any of these clues. So I need her to be making some progress rather than just taking care of these guys and then figuring out the Fizzle Rocks thing. Ooh, okay. So speaking of Fizzle Rocks and the gargoyles, I noticed that when they attacked Reggie, pretty much all of them were taller than Reggie. Like, all of them are bigger. So I wonder if they are adults or older, because I feel like the ghoulies weren't that much bigger than the serpents. Like, these guys looked more like...
I mean, they were also sent to, like, attack somebody, kind of. So these might be less the drug dealer part of the ghoul.
And more like the enforcers of the ghoulies. But I don't know.
Gargoyles, sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but I mean, like, when we saw the ghoulies, they
were all skinny.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Lanky.
Whereas these guys seem bigger. I mean, I know they have, like, the fake deep voices, but whenever they saw them compared to Reggie, they seemed a bit taller and they seemed a bit bulkier. So I wonder... I don't know, like, do you think that they're like the Bulldogs or something? Like, because we haven't seen the Bulldogs for a while.
We've seen the baseball team instead lately.
You know? So I feel like, I don't know. Or they could be adults.
Or the ROT.
Or they're adults.
Right.
I don't know. Oh yeah, the RROTC.
I don't think it's the RRT. Is it OTC? RTOC?
Double R's. OTC.
Okay. I don't think it's the RROTC. Like, I don't see that being them. They're the school enforcers, not the drug enforcers.
That's true.
Which is also, I am interested to see more about the school with, like, the crackdown. I'm just really curious to see more of town since the quarantine. They're talking about how everything's different and, like, on lockdown, which I get, like, if there's a big drug thing or whatever. And also... there's a lot going on that I don't fully understand, but I like where it's going.
Oh, you know what it is about Veronica's storyline? I don't really like Le Bon Nuit. I think it's lame. Speakeasy was really cool, and now I just think it's kind of lame.
The idea of the Speakeasy was really cool. I think it's because we were hoping for a sanctuary, and it hasn't been that. It's just been a source of more drama.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like...
A source of more Hiram manipulation.
And it's kind of unnecessary, because she could just own Pops and this stuff could happen. Like, she doesn't actually need to own the Speakeasy. So it's like... What was the point of it? You could just own Pops and still get your shit trashed, and then you have to offer protection for owning Pops or whatever.
Plus, Pops just had a little extra, like, I don't know, Pop flair. Pop was adorable.
I think Le Bon Nuit is kind of boring. And
Pop himself.
And I don't really care about Josie singing Headliner thing. I know she was singing Cabaret, which I love, but I honestly was not into the songs this episode either. I don't know.
So yeah, how did you feel about the episode? Which side of the opinion are you on? Or an entirely different one?
Yeah.
You know, maybe you absolutely loved it, absolutely hated it, you know. What are your thoughts and feelings? Do you feel like this, like me, where it's an uptick? That I feel like we're moving towards purpose.
I enjoyed the other
a rush.
Crazier episodes more than this one. Yeah. This one just had too much frustrating moments for me, so... I mean, I always get upset about, like, the extremely frustrating stuff, like the lack of adults taking responsibility and stuff. So
she has strong feelings,
you know. But
so yeah, let us know your thoughts.
We're only on episode what?
9.
Oh my god, there's so much left.
We're almost halfway through.
There's no way they can stretch out the Gargoyle King to the end. There's no way. Like the 22.
I think so.
You think they could stretch out the Gargoyle King till episode 22? I think 22?
They're going to.
I can't handle that unless they take out Hiram like halfway through and then switch to the Gargoyle King. I'm cool with that. I cannot handle both Hiram and Gargoyle King survive until the end of the season.
All she wants is Hiram gone. That's her. That's what she wants for Christmas.
Please find Hiram with blue lips. Okay.
All Jinxie wants for Christmas is a dead Hiram. Dead Hiram.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
I need to drink first. Are we sure we got Dr. Pepper?
Okay, thank you. I told you. I was like, it doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper. It tastes like cherry Coke.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was telling you. And you're like, no, I tested it.
Well, it's
I tried it. It tastes like Dr.